The traditional real estate process takes anywhere from 45 to 65 days, sometimes up to 3 months. And the reason is you've got a buyer who has to go to a bank and has to get approved. That's step number one. Well, that in itself takes some time. And now they're approved and they're going to search for their house and they find their first house. They have to put a contract on it. They have to negotiate back and forth with the seller in terms of what are all the stipulations in the contract. And once they agree on those, and that process can take days or weeks, they have to get an appraisal because the bank isn't going to lend on just any old house. So then the bank has to order an appraisal, and that can take weeks. And then the buyer's usually going to want a home inspection. So they hire a home inspector. The home inspector has to schedule a time that's convenient for the seller. The home inspector goes through a tedious process of looking at the house, top to bottom, and they provide this report. That takes weeks. Well, typically the buyer's going to want a number of things fixed. So now we've got more back and forth between the buyer and the seller. Lots of paperwork. The bank requires, especially now after the real estate downturn, the bank requires crazy amounts of paperwork and due diligence from their clients. So it's a long process. We, on the other hand, have a simple 3-step process. You call us.
Thank you for calling Express Homebuyers. This is Tom. How can I help you?
We give you an offer in 7 minutes to buy your house in as little as 7 days.
It looks like you were hoping to sell the home for about $300,000. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Jim, I think that's something that would work for us. So the next step would be for us to set up an appointment where I could come by and take a look at the home.
Second, if you accept our offer, we come out to your house. We do our own inspection that takes a couple of minutes. We explain the paperwork to you. And the third and final step is you tell us the day that you want us to buy your house, and on that day we officially buy your house and you get your money. It's really that easy.
So what I'll do is I will come meet with you at 3 o'clock and we'll just go through everything that we talked about, and if everything looks okay, we can sign a purchase agreement and get things started and get the house sold for you really quickly.
So big difference from the traditional way and how Express Homebuyers does it.
Express Homebuyers, we buy your house in 7 days.